Hey friend, welcome. It's Michaela, but you can call me Mac. Today we are setting up the March spread and my work bullet journal. Let's just jump right into it. So the theme for March is going to be music, and for my work bullet journal this year, I wanted to recreate some designs for my favorite bullet journaling YouTubers, so I did that for January and February. However, for this month, I wanted to just make this design myself. I was feeling kind of inspired, and I have been listening to music pretty much nonstop for the past few weeks, and so it's been kind of consuming my life, and I just thought that this would be a perfect theme for this month. So I found a couple of inspo pictures on Pinterest to include this like music note alphabet that I'm just using to write out the word March, and then I'm just drawing the staff and kind of continuing it onto the previous page in like this twisted design. I really like how simple and clean the cover page came out. I thought about adding maybe some music notes or maybe even a quote to the left-hand page, but I really like how clean and simple it is, so I might just leave it like this, and I try to keep that simplicity throughout all of the spreads. So for the first week spread for March, of course, sticking with the music theme, I wanted to throw it back and draw a couple of different generations of iPods. So first up, I'm starting with the iPod Touch. I wanted to make it look like, somebody was listening to a song at the time. So the box is where like the album cover technically would be, but that's where I will use to write my to-do list for the day. And then drawing the headphones kind of looping around, I'm going to use the space in the middle of it to write all of my notes for the week. And moving on to the OG iPod Shuffle, which was essentially a flash drive with a headphone jack, which is funny, but yet genius at the same time. I loved this thing. And lastly, I'm gonna draw the iPod Nano, the one that came in all those different colors. I didn't have one of these. I think my dad may have had the orange one, but if I did have one, I would have picked that electric blue color. It was just so pretty. So using this blue metallic marker, I'm just gonna outline the iPod Nano, and this is gonna be my only pop of color for this entire spread. For Tuesday, I wanted to make it a little bit different, so I have this speech bubble coming out of the headphones to make it look like this is the song that's playing from the iPod Nano. And oh my gosh, I'm just now realizing I have the wrong days for this. It should be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's fine. We keep moving. Moving on to the second week of March, I'm bringing in the staffs and the music notes kind of to tie in the cover page, and I wanted to use kind of like a flowy musical, that's the word I'm looking for. I wanted to bring in just like a flowy calligraphy style that kind of looks like music notes but is not super obvious, something that just fits that vibe. So of course I have a section for each day, Monday through Friday here. And then I also have my note section. I cannot get by without a note section. And then on the left-hand side, I have a section for all of my meetings for the week. And I know this month is going to be super busy for me. So I wanted to have a priority section for all of my important tasks that I needed to do for this week, just so they're like right there in my face and I don't have to look through the different days of the week to find them. So for this week's spread, I wanted the design to go across both pages. So I'm just gonna draw the staff all the way across and then also have little music notes here and there. And I'm going to write out the days of the week. So each day has a little section where I can write tasks. So we have Monday through Thursday at the top, and then we have Friday here at the bottom. And then I'll have a space on the right-hand side where I can write all of my notes. So friend, if you've seen some of my other bullet journaling videos, or honestly, even if this was the first one that you're watching, you'll notice that I don't do the same spreads for every single week. And that's because when I started bullet journaling a couple of years ago, I used to set up my spreads weekly. So I would sit down either Sunday nights or Monday mornings, and I would kind of just use that time to relax and kind of do a bit of self-care by journaling for the week. And I would just design it with whatever I wanted to. So I didn't really have monthly themes or anything anything like that. Like each week was its own theme, and it was kind of chaotic, but I actually liked it. I really enjoyed it. Last year was actually my first year setting up all of the weeks for the month in one sitting, and I actually really enjoyed doing that, and I thought it was kind of fun to like pick a theme and kind of just follow that theme, but I still really enjoy making each week unique and different, even if it's all in the same theme. So I added these rest notes to the staff specifically to remind myself to take a break. These past few weeks have been so busy at work, and March is also going to be a very busy month for me. So I just want to remind myself to take a break. It's super easy for me to work through lunch or kind of skip breaks throughout the day, or even like stay logged on later than I really need to. So I'm using this week to say, Michaela, you need to take a break, girl. That's not it. So for this spread, I wanted to just keep it simple, and I wanted to play around with the typography and try out these different like music note forms to try to make letters out of them. Some of the letters I got from the alphabet picture I found on Pinterest, but some of the other ones, it was just kind of fun to play around and see if I can come up with the letters from music notes. So this final spread is probably my favorite. I don't know, I feel like it's a toss-up between this one and the iPod one. But anyway, I saw this image depicting the sound of silence, and basically it had like these 4 staffs at the top, and then it had all of the music notes had crumbled off and fallen down in a pile at the bottom of the image. And I was just like, this is amazing. I just really liked the imagery of it. So I wanted to use that to do it in my bullet journal. So I will be using the first 2 staffs for Monday and Tuesday, and the last 2 for Thursday and Friday, and I just have Wednesday here in the space between them. And I'm gonna actually use the spaces on the staffs to write out my tasks and my to-do items for each day. I'm also going to leave a bit of room between the Friday staff and the pile of music notes at the bottom, so I can write any notes for the week right here. As I mentioned, I just really, really love this one, because how genius is it to depict the sound of silence? Like, this was just such a great idea. I don't know who the artist is, but I'll be sure to link all of the Pinterest inspirations that I saw down below in the description box. Please go check them out. They are amazing. And here is a final flip through of all of the pages we set up today. As always, thanks so much for watching, friend. I really appreciate you. For all things bullet journaling, check out this playlist right here on the left-hand side of the screen, and I will see you over there. Bye.